Hello. Welcome back. It's me, Josie, here for installment 4 in our series of 10-minute trainings. Are you ready? Let's dig in. Today, it's all about what if you're considering quitting? For so many of us, if you are saturated, if you are at your limit of what you feel like you can take, if you are overwhelmed, your super smart brain will serve up a very realistic solution, which is what if I opt out? What if I just change what's not working? What if I leave? And I want to discuss this in my core training that you'll see up top inside our Facebook group, the original Overcoming Overwhelm, the 8 ways that we get overwhelmed and the solve for each. This is actually a symptom of overwhelm, of just punting, of just wanting to opt out, of just wanting to exit, just wanting to flee, just wanting to hit the eject button. It makes sense because we feel desperate at times for changing the circumstances that we feel are causing us so much pressure. And yet, my counsel is don't make a rash decision that is just moving away from, that is just leaving something behind. What you want is to make a conscious decision of what you want to move toward. So, I want to talk about some of the things that may be happening for you if you're considering quitting. So many women in my group right now are going through something similar. And so I want to highlight what it sounds like. For current clients that I'm working with, the minute that they think I might leave, I'm kind of tempted to go look for something else. There's almost this ricochet reflex that instantly happens, which is maybe it's me. Maybe I need to change. Maybe there's something about the way I'm handling this stress or not handling this stress. Maybe I need to be more organized. Maybe I need to be more boundary setting. Maybe there's something about me that needs to change because that's what's not working. Say I if that's you. This is horrible because it's how we instantly make ourselves the villain in our own painful story. And I don't want you to do that. But we're tempted to think maybe I should just suck it up. We start to think of all the reasons why we have this job, why we thought it was going to be good, why we think it might still be good, by how we hope it will be great. Or we'll think about the safety and the security and the benefits and the money and the comfort and the normalcy that it provides us. And it feels like all of a sudden we've got this tension where there's a part of us that wants to bolt and have the freedom and just shake loose from the overwhelming circumstance. And then there's another part of us that's thinking maybe there's something that can change and maybe it's me. Does that resonate for you? I want to say that this is also a sign of your strengths. Your coping mechanism for years has likely been to adapt and evolve and shapeshift and make do and be flexible and compromise. That many women that are attracted to my trainings are really adaptable and flexible and really capable of handling stress in all of these different circumstances, almost to our detriment until it hurts, until we're giving so much to the job and to the team and to the leadership and to the desire to not lose and to keep up the reputation and to not humiliate ourselves and not fail that we're starting to not even operate from a sense of conscious decision, but just a triggered overwhelm. Is that resonant for you? Okay, so here we are. We're overwhelmed. We're thinking about leaving. We're starting to doubt that maybe it's just us, and we start to get all twisted up. There can be confusion about the decision, doubt, pros and cons type anxiety or saturation. There's exhaustion of just dealing with overwhelm and trying to make a decision about your career at the same time. Sometimes there's guilt. So many women I feel that I'm working with talk about this feeling of not wanting to leave anybody in the lurch or feeling like they made a promise and that they need to see it through, or especially commitment to the team that they love, even if there's leadership that they don't love. And there's this sense of failure that if we have to leave, we feel like we have to accept that somehow the job got the better of us, that we're not good enough, that we didn't rise up. And this is just all tangled up, twisted stuff. And this, ladies, is what I want to say is all about you needing to come into clarity. Let's use the boat analogy. You know I love analogies, right? rather than jump ship, rather than just get off this boat that you don't that's making you seasick, I'm counseling you to make a clear decision. Do you want to actually create a lifeboat and get in it and sail away? Do you want to stay on this ship and double down with your rudder and your sails and keep sailing even through the choppy waters? But don't just jump off the ship fully clothed, not knowing what your exit plan or your next step is going to be, just because you're trying to resolve the tension that you're feeling and overcome the overwhelm with a radical shift. Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. You may be thinking that my leadership program is like for women in leadership, for women who are, managers or directors and are trying to be all bossy boss and own their power and like learn leadership skills. I want to tell you that 90% of the women that are currently in my group are using my program to actually handle the crossroads that they feel. I have unemployed women, underemployed women, unhappily employed women, and women curious about what the next step should be for them. And they use my program exactly to come to clarity. And I'm going to tell you how. You ready? Okay, the first 5 steps of my program are all about finding out exactly who you are and what makes you tick, where your core values are, and how you get energy, which is unique to you, what your own operating system is. It's this leadership assessment that is so revealing and so empowering to see what are your killer strengths that you're disregarding, thinking that everybody has them, but they're the ways in which you get the results the easiest. And conversely, where are you holding yourself back or draining your energy because you're not aware of the ways in which you're sucking it up to the point that it's to your detriment? I also have a survey that helps you see how other people see you in a unique way that is blind to you, so that with all of these things put together, you're able to see who you are meant to be in the workplace and what the right fit might be for you. What this does for you is it gives you your captain's juju. It puts you back on your own boat, back under full power, back into the space of I'm deciding the direction I'm going. I'm deciding if I'm on this ship or off this ship. I'm not just feeling seasick and confused and yucky. I'm not just making a bold decision to jump. I'm driving my career and I feel confident and clear and excited. This the subtext of what I'm describing that happens inside my leadership group is that you actually interview like a badass. You are able to go tell your future employer exactly who you are and what you do, exactly how you get results, exactly why they should hire you, and even feel empowered to ask for your dream salary. Okay, so I'm getting to the punchline, which is this. Recently, 2 of the women in my group have been recruited away from jobs where they were feeling really disappointed with leadership, but they loved their team. They were pulled away by a recruiter and working for a competitor now, and one of them doubled her salary as she made this move. Another made another $100,000 on top of her previous salary. Both of them negotiated for $20,000 signing bonuses. And yet another one is now in the process of getting all of these interviews now that she's decided to stand up for what she really wants and articulate it and to put herself out there. I swear I get a Voxer message from her every day. I got another interview. I got another interview. In her follow-up interview with her very first yes, where they offered her the position, she was going to ask for a $10,000 raise over what they offered her. And at the final moment, her confidence in herself had her blurt out the number that was 15,000 rather than 10,000. This is what you want, ladies. This is the bold, self-centered confidence. It's not hubris. It's not conceit. It's not being full of yourself or not being grateful or not being humble and vulnerable and all the beautiful heart-centered qualities that you hold. It's having all of that and having your own back with clarity and knowing your value, knowing your worth, and being ready to put that out to the world for a great outcome. Okay, there are tons of gals in my group that are not looking for another job. They're not looking to leave. They just want less stress. And the majority of them are absolutely getting there through raised confidence, better self awareness, better self management, better representation of themselves with better boundaries, better requests, better ability to handle dominance in the workplace or conflict or negativity. This is the solution that you're seeking, that you're trying to hack out on your own by visiting free workshops. Can we just say, when you commit, when you come in, and when you get the real good stuff, I have you and I take you through my process, and I guarantee you, you will love it, you will grow, you will feel twice, thrice, four times more confident than you do today. How do you do it? Come on over. www.joeleader.com/apply has all the details. The big thing is, let's get on a call and meet. It is my great delight to meet, hear a woman's issue, hear her circumstances, provide a diagnosis and a path and a plan, and then we decide together, do you want to do this thing with me, or are there other things that you can try? That's what I got for you.